A very good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. Karibu sana ndani ya K-pop TV. I'm your host Zion San, and today ndani ya show manze tunataka kupiga story moja safi ya Kericho, mabiashara nini and definitely if you have ever been to Kericho and had the best pizza, then probably you might have made it to this particular place. Or if you have been in Kericho and umepata very exotic meals, then definitely you've been to this place. Now probably you are wherever, in whichever part of the world, and people from Kericho keep recommending you to this particular place, then they are talking about no other place other than Aubergine Restaurant. Na ndani ya show leo tuko na the proprietor, the master chef himself, amekuja kwa show, and we are going to be talking to him, atuambie manze, yes, Aubergine Restaurant kulienda aje, walianzisha aje, wamefika wapi, and what is the bigger vision. Karibu sana. This is K-pop TV. I'm your host Zion San. Mr. Ben Magolo.
Yeah,
ni aje man?
Smarter.
Uko sawa?
Niko poa.
Welcome to K-pop TV.
Asante.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us, Mr. Ben, maybe kidogo too about yourself, because in town people have seen you, people have heard about you, they have interacted with you, they love your food, they love this particular place. Tell us about yourself kwanza ndio. In terms of maybe family, yani when mse wapi?
My name's Benson Magolo.
Yes.
Odhiambo. Mimi nimegrow Yanai.
Okay.
Throughout my life. I'm a family man.
All right.
A proud father of 3 daughters and 1 son.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice one. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm a Christian, God loving and fearing.
All right.
I love food.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to umesema you married, umesema tu you have kids.
I'm married.
Okay,
I'm married.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we
Yeah,
can
proudly
see.
married.
All right.
Happily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was, your life growing up? Ulisomea wapi? Alafu dreams zako zilikuwa nini? What were your dreams? Did you always aspire to be a chef? Vitu kama hizo?
Not really. I grew up around Muthaiga.
Okay. Hey.
My father used to be a chef.
Tiger. All right.
My father used to be a chef at Muthaiga Country Club.
Oh, okay.
He rose through the ranks, retired as the head chef when he left, after serving for 35 years in the same organization.
That's such a long period of
It
time.
was a long period.
So you grew up around, your dad just, around food
Yeah.
and exotic stuff.
Yeah, but he never used to cook in the house,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
African man.
Yeah, he was a typical African man.
Okay.
Yeah. Went to primary school, I went to Karura Forest,
Oh.
then proceeded for my high school. I went to Queen of Apostles
Okay.
Junior Seminary.
Hey.
As you always say, I say, yeah, unajua ukienda hiyo chuo, everybody that goes there is aspiring to become a priest. But as we always say, many are called, but few are chosen. I think I was among the few that were not chosen. But I think we are chosen to serve the church and God in other capacities.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All right.
I'm happily doing it right now.
Yeah.
Even here in Kericho.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So you have grown up, your dad is doing, what he does, Pale Country Club. So did it inspire you? Did you at some point look at your dad and say, I want to be like you, I want to cook like you, I want to work like you? Ama you had other aspirations?
As I've told you, I actually want to become a priest.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you actually desired to be a priest?
Yeah.
So you were called but not chosen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then at some point, I remember the first time I was in the kitchen, the way I carried myself, I was in Form 3 actually.
Oh.
When I first went into the kitchen.
Okay.
That's another story, another long story.
Okay.
I remember the head chef then, Lucy, he was asking me, would you like to become a chef? You're very good. I said, hell no.
No way.
No
Can
way.
never be me.
Yeah.
All right.
Years later, here I am.
And you are like, let's laugh all together. We'll go nakata lakini. All right.
Yeah.
So so at Form 3 is when probably your first nini pale kitchen ndio ulionekana kitchen doing your thing.
Yeah. In high school, I was an assistant DH captain from late Form 2, I think third term of Form 2. So when I got the opportunity to enter into the Muthaiga's kitchen, I was wowed.
Wow.
And I liked the way everything moved, the way everybody carried themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the kind of things I saw for the first time.
Yani the orderliness, nini zimepangwa sijui, you know, the Victorian culture and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so fast forward, at what point did you like drop now your aspirations to be a priest and decide, okay, I'm gonna be a chef?
So immediately before my Form 4 exams, I was given an offer. I was told if you perform well, we can take you in, take you through college,
All right.
and employ you. Because by the time I was doing my Form 4 classes, I was already good. I could do a few things in the kitchen. I knew a few herbs here and there, a few spices, a few recipes.
All right.
Yeah, and it was getting fun every day.
Yeah.
Stressful but fun.
Yeah.
I used to love the stress in it.
The challenge that comes with whatever. But you
Yeah.
know, as a creative, I'm a creative myself, and I feel like, you know, cooking, you know, is part of what you call, you know, culinary arts, where you just come up with creative stuff, mix this spice and this other one, and then let people have a taste of your, you know, you put your soul into it, you put your energy, your vibe, everything into it, and when people now come to enjoy, it gives you that particular satisfaction, because that is what happens for us as the musicians or as the creatives.
Yeah.
We just put our soul into it for the people.
Yeah, at the end of it, after it's all said and done, you feel that satisfaction after having served.
All
But Muthaiga was a high pressure environment. Because you could have certain days you could have 3-4 functions in different venues within the club.
Wow.
And the restaurant you'll do about 120 parts. People even cried
Wow.
running. It was a lot of pressure. But despite all that, despite all the running and the pushing and shoving,
It was a
the
good
end-
training.
Yeah,
the end
and then
product.
The end product, you had to be very careful with what
You're
you're
presenting.
putting on the plate. Made sure that it is what it should be. And of course, my mentors there, Lucy Hughes. I think she's at the moment she's in the UK. Nicole Grahams, and of course Luke Doig, whom we worked with for 15 years after meeting at the club.
Oh.
In three or four different places.
So wait, you actually worked in Muthaiga Country Club?
Yes, I did.
So that means, okay, unajua ulituacha pale when you're being told finish Form 4, if you do well, you're going to train you and employ you. So turudi hapo kidogo, tell us what exactly happened between that period.
So immediately after that, the results came. We signed a contract, an apprenticeship contract, which was being monitored and supervised by Utali College,
Okay.
which was a 3-year training program,
Okay.
a managerial hotel management training. And then the deal was to train for 3 years and work for at least 3 years.
Rudishe pesa ya watu wewe.
It was a 6-year deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
here
went
you.
through all the departments.
Okay.
From accounting, sports, of course the restaurant service, front office, housekeeping.
All right.
Yeah, and I was good in most of them.
Oh, okay.
But I
All
loved
right.
I
The
loved
kitchen
eating probably.
Wewe
and
unapenda.
producing food. Yeah.
So without telling us, lakini sisi kama wanaume hatunanga hiyo shida sana. So what time are we looking at? What is the year when all these things are happening?
Yeah, I cleared my Form 4 in 1996.
Wow. Okay. I was probably 5 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
So you.
So from 96, from 97, I was already in that environment.
Oh.
So by the year 2000, I'd
You're done with
already
that.
gone
Cleared
through
your
my
college.
training, done it, certified, and then started working. Then I worked there till 2004.
All right.
Then moved out, tested the waters a bit. Ended up at Wilson Airport at some point. But then my idea was to make sure that I worked after the club, do other restaurants, probably do the coast,
All right.
do the bush. I did all that.
Okay. Ukisema bush, what exactly do you mean?
Like camping.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which other, now in terms of the places that you worked in, which are some of the other hotels? You just went into private practice after that?
No, I went to, then I worked a bit at the Norfolk Hotel. Of course, also during my training. And then at some point, of course, I've mentioned Wilson. Then I went to Mutamayo House in Laikipia. Okay. Which is like, I say, 5-star lodge.
All right.
Yeah. I think at one point, some of the most famous guests that we had hosted included the producer of Jurassic Park. It was a big thing then, yeah?
Yeah. Jurassic Park was a massive thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, when then did you decide? Did you used to have like aspirations? You know, you want to own your own business. You want to own
Immediately, I got into the kitchen at the club. After all that training, I decided that this is where I want to settle in.
Yes.
I still have a book.
Oh.
That I started making notes on, and I used to joke. Anything I used to buy, I used to tell my friends, if I don't use this in my house, I'll make use of it in my restaurant. And by then, I was following Chef Ramsay.
All right.
Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
Who had done the first aubergine restaurant in the UK. Before he moved to the US. To when he got, I think, one of his biggest breaks in the Hell's Kitchen. And he let that go.
Awesome.
That's where I stuck with, and aubergine was one of the names I
you
jotted
wanted
down. Yeah.
And by the way, talking about aubergine, what is it, man? Because I know Kericho people to struggle when it was first opened. We were like, okay, how do you pronounce this word? You know, so aubergine. What is
aubergine is basically bringanya in Swahili.
Okay.
I'm an eggplant. Yeah. It's basically a vegetable.
It's a vegetable. Yes. You people just learned something new that you didn't know. You're welcome. You can thank me pale kwa comment section na mtume kitu kwa hiyo namba inapita. Anyway, so here you are, you know, you are developing your dreams, you're writing your books, you know, whatever, your notes that you, when was that? And did you have like a timeline to say, I want to work for this amount of years, number of years? And then
Not really. I was just like, when the right time comes.
Okay.
Because even when I was saying that I'm going to do a restaurant, I could hardly afford, okay, I used to be paid well at the club. I was among the best paid then. So I would say that I was fairly comfortable, but not comfortable at where I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as I've told you earlier, the thing was to work through the coast. You know, we'd done all those things back then, but then I want to experience it with the people who know how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like the best place, like, you know, right now in Kericho, I don't know, I stand to be corrected. I think we are the only people doing seafood there, proper seafood.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And
then,
by the way, I tasted lobster last time. It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah. That one.
Yeah. And including some people that I got inspiration from, like Chef Mark Shearer, the late Malan.
All right.
Yeah.
You will tell me more about the people that inspired you at some point. But hapa nataka unatujengea plot sasa.
Yeah.
So tulisikia fununu. Unajua hii town is a small town. People talk. mara tunasikia Uhuru Kenyatta, mara tunasikia State House, mara Ben. Yo, what was that about? Hebu tell us kidogo. Did you did you work in State House? Did you cook for the president? What's up?
Of course, I've cooked for almost. I'm not bragging, yeah, but
you're just mentioning
yeah,
by
just
passing.
Yeah, yeah. I've cooked for most of those people. Of course, most of those people are members of the club.
All right.
Yeah. If you know the club, it's who is who.
Yes, in this country.
Yeah.
In this world. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, done that. At some point, I'd hosted where I used to work, the last place I used to work. The president and the president now and the former president came there as just after the election. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the whole team. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yani
Yeah, so.
Uhuru Kenyatta amekula chakula ya Chef Magolo. Hey. All right. And when the
and
president
of course,
now.
our beloved president now was
Yes,
there too.
Daktari himself.
Yes.
All right. That's quite impressive bana. Na siku ile Obama alikuja Kenya huko State House muni.
Sikukuwa hapo, nilikuwa Mombasa.
Ulikuwa Mombasa.
Yeah, at that time I used to work in Diani. Yeah, at
Awesome.
Almanara.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you had like a wide experience in terms of, working in different places, cooking different kind of food. So let me ask, with that experience, kuna chakula huwezi pika, like ukiletewa menu zote zenye ziko kwa hii dunia, kuna zenye bado huja.
Funny thing with culinary arts,
Yes.
you learn a new thing every day.
All right. Even today, after all these
Nobody is
years.
perfect, yeah? I don't know. I am not perfect. I learn, every day I learn a new thing.
All right.
There are things that my grandmother, who never used to go to school, used to make better than I can do them now, right now. So,
African food dishes.
yeah, yeah. But I'll say that acquainted to most of the cuisines around the world.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk now about, your transition now from being an employee to starting out to, venturing into business now, running a startup, I'm setting up a startup on your own.
Yeah.
And how was that journey? And
yeah, something that I haven't
us through.
mentioned. When I was at the club, I used to do little gigs here and there.
okay.
During that time, I was very energetic. I used to hit the gym, hit the workplace. After that, do touting, number tatu, number tisa.
Wow.
Work as a bouncer in Carnival, as a waiter in Carnival. I was all over and active,
Wow.
all the time. I used to make sure that during my free time, I make some money.
Yani lazima tukikuwa na
Pesa
kitu
tu,
kanaingia.
that's nitengeneze, yeah. So, I remember the first gig that I did, I was not very good. I brought heaps of books to the residence of that person who had called me to make meals for them. So I was going through the books and doing. That's how I started. And then I got paid, and then it was, so I can do this on the side. And also the members from there, our head chef, executive chef, Luke Dweg, used to have, when the members used to have private functions, we used to go together at times. And then I used to go alone when
Unaenda unapiga kitu.
piga kazi, narudi nasema,
Iko sawa.
yeah. And then I even remember approaching several establishments, the banks around there,
Yes.
wanting to do some meals for them. So I was already catering.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But so this is where you saw a window of opportunity. Like, I could get used to this. I could make money on the side, but wait a minute. This money can actually become the main money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when was this, and when did you now decide it is Kericho that you're going to set up and not Nairobi, considering you had grown up and done your life in Nairobi?
After working at the coast in Diani for 5 years,
yes,
it was actually 5 years, 6 months. The 6 months is after I resigned, and I stayed on for 6 months. And that decision came in after a bit of soul searching.
All right.
My family was in Nairobi then. I thought time ilikuwa napita, I need to be with these people, mentor them. And then the distance was a bit quite long and tedious.
Yes.
And then there was nothing new to learn. There was nothing inspiring.
You had conquered it all.
I didn't have anything. Like I could sit down in the house, do the requisition.
Yes.
I don't know. There was nothing new, and there
Everything
was no.
zilikuwa tu hapa tu on your fingertips.
There was, unless I took over the hotel, there was no any other
challenge
promotion that I was waiting for.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is when I said, now it's time to
take on the next
and try
big challenge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I left the plan from my training. I'd known the plan was to do now take up the catering seriously as I build up on the restaurant thing, and then as I also build up on my confidence.
All right.
Because in all these places that I was working in, I was working with professionals.
Yes.
So you did your bit, someone else did their bit. It was a teamwork thing.
Okay.
But now going alone was, you are, now you have to think.
You have to do 98%.
Think for everyone.
Yeah.
Make a few mistakes here and there, but then still soldier on.
All right. So nataka tuchukue break kidogo, but tukirudi you are going to tell us now about the decision. You've done your mapping, across the country and decide we are going to Kericho. What informed that particular decision, and how was the journey to setting up the first, your first business, your first restaurant as the owner? So usinijibu hiyo swali sahi. We are taking a short break, but we'll be back. Don't touch that dial. Keep the comments coming. Your feedback and everything. This is K-Pop TV. I'm your host, Zion San. Welcome back to the show. This is K-Pop TV. I'm definitely your host, Zion San. And if you are joining us for the first time, karibu sana, karibu sana. We are right here at Aubergine Restaurant, catching up with the master chef himself, talking to us about matters business and how he started out on this particular journey of becoming a business owner, and just telling us about the future and everything in between. And for all the business people out there, manze, this is your show. Make sure manze muna tune in, watch this particular episode, and learn a thing or two about setting up and running a business. All right. So karibuni sana. So Ben, before we went on a break, you were telling us about now you making that particular grand decision. You have done it all, you've seen it all, and you feel like the next challenge now would be to run a business or to take over the management of the hotel that you're working in. So, Ebu, take us through that particular journey. Why didn't you take over the hotel that you're working in? I can see, niaje man? Unataka kutuangalia kidogo? Asante bana. Thanks man. We appreciate it. Baridi kidogo yes, ikuje ikam. Thanks. Asante. So so here you are. Why didn't you take over the hotel?
So
and why did you decide that you are going to
that was big, Almana is a big thing, The owner is amejipanga.
Okay.
So when I left there, having worked with a few people on the catering gigs, nilikuwa na some idea, and I'd seen that's
cappuccino. Naona barista amefanya maneno. I don't know whether my cameraman can get this, but anyway, tutapiga picha alafu.
Enjoy.
Asante man. Nisaidie simu. Tell me I need to take a photo. So director, nisaidie simu tafadhali. It's okay, just come. Lazima nipige na amenitengenezea nini ya Aubergine, the plant. Ama ni nini? This is it, si ndio?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, tea leaf. Ini tea leaf. What is this?
I make a hat.
Here I can see the hat
and then like a tree.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So is this like the logo ya Aubergine?
Not really.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
So as I was telling you, I'd done a few gigs here and there.
Yes.
Before then, when I was still working, I worked in Kibera in 2010 on a movie set.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where, hey, that was challenging, but you pulled it off.
Hiyo movie ilikuwa inaitwa nini?
Togetherness Supreme. It was a post-election thing.
Oh.
Yeah. It was
because around the same time we were also doing something ya post-election violence and we had a shoot in Kibera, so I'm like, wait. But yetu haikuwa inaitwa hivyo.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And then there we had to, there was no water, no specific place to cook from. But I thank God we pulled it off. Nobody got any food, nobody got sick. That was a plus for me.
All right.
And then the timings were crazy. Sometimes I had to sleep there.
Okay.
Unachawa saa zingine, bedbugs,
na makunguni.
just to make sure that you beat the time. When they have early morning shots, I had to be there.
Late night shots.
Yeah. So that one, 7 years later, helped me after I'd left Almanara, and now I set up everything. I try to look for all the relevant licenses. I look for a place to cook from.
Yes.
Because I needed a place. I used to cook from the house when I was doing those other private things or people's houses. But now I needed a place, a central place, whereby even if someone had a wedding, they could come for food tasting, something like that. Okay, I tried to get into partnership with people, but the deals were not as it was in So, and then I met an old friend who was also, she's a producer, Massimo Rugi, who introduced me to other people who were working at the Coke Studio.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that was, I think, 3 days after finishing setting up, getting, I think the last thing we got was our company seal. I used to wake up very early in the morning, and by the time watu wanafungua, I'm there. By 8:15, 8:30, I'm done. Narudi home. Nimemaliza. You know, that is the only way you can operate in Nairobi. Otherwise, kitoka traffic jam, nini.
Yeah.
So after gotten the seal, and then I was, sasa kesho, hey, tunaambiwa kufanya nini? Now what?
Yes. Now you have everything.
Sasa the reality kakuja, boom. The people who are saying, ukifungua job, tunakupatia magigs nini. Now they're like, of course, I can't blame them. Hawezi kupatia kitu hakuna. Yeah, but they were like, if something comes up, we'll contact you.
So was that like your first shocker? Like
it was.
Bro, uko na kampuni kila kitu.
Yeah.
Alafu kuna
makadi and then kila mtu anategemea atakuuni nini. They're like, hey, we are going through some things nini.
We will call you.
Yeah,
we will reach out.
Yeah, and then I was like, I used to go, I was like, I'll go clean the kitchen, tidy it up, even if I'm not cooking anything. Just clean it for 2 hours, then leave. Then on the third day of cleaning, while walking out, and then I meet Mercy.
Okay, did you know each other before?
Yeah, we'd worked together in that other gig at they were called what? Hot Sun Foundation, when we were doing the Togetherness Supreme thing.
Okay.
And then she was like, hey, what are you doing here? And then I told her, hey, niko na kitchen hapa. In case ukipata kitu, wewe nishtue.
Okay.
And then akaingia, she was very impressed.
Okay.
Because basically, we had everything that we needed for a restaurant or a kitchen.
Yes.
Basically, we had, say, 70% of the equipment in there.
Yes.
So she was very impressed. And then that was on a Wednesday. On a Friday, she was like, Ben, hey, tuma nini, nitumie quotation. Yeah, we're doing Coke Studio. I think it was season 3. To make quotation.
Coke Studio.
If we impress me, you might be lucky.
Wow.
Yeah. So, fast forward, I got the job.
Coke Studio.
Yeah, we worked for 19 weeks.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I've always wanted to play at Coke Studio. So anyway, it's all right.
Yeah.
So 19 weeks.
Yeah, 19 weeks. There was a lot of siasa
program
here and there.
Ilikuwa aje? When was your working time?
Well, I think during the 19 weeks, I used to sleep for, there are days we did 24 hours.
Non-stop?
Non-stop. And then there are days we used to sleep for 2 hours. Ukilala sana ni 3 hours. Because normally ilikuwa nafanya amke mapema sana, go to the market, get to the kitchen by 5:30, try and get everything at a bargain. When everybody is buying, I buy with them.
Yes.
And then get to the kitchen by say 5:30. It was a 6 gig every week, yeah?
Okay.
6 days thing, yeah?
Okay.
So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday all through to Thursday, our kitchen was in Langata, Otiende.
Yes.
So we used to take food all the way to Kilimani for those days. And then luckily, Friday and Saturday, they used to operate from Super Sport Studios
Okay.
in Jamhuri Park. So hiyo ilikuwa rahisi kidogo. Just pass through Kibera and we are there. But this other one used to go through traffic jam, yeah. So unajaribu every time unajipatia kama 2 hours, 3 hours to get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
but it was a great experience. It was a good experience. I was very proud of myself when
you overdid yourself. You surprised yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
And then fast forward.
Yes.
You were not lucky enough to get the next Zambia anyway, but it was a blessing in disguise. And then I was all the time was trying to find a space in Nairobi to set up a restaurant.
Yes.
And I think nilikuwa nimepata baptism of fire from that. And I think I was quite ready. And nilikuwa na hiyo I really want it.
Yes.
So tukatafuta. The prices, the cost, Goodwill, kuna places they wanted 2M for Goodwill, 1M. Wow. Kiangalia, and I was starting, hiyo ilikuwa
too much.
Yeah, it was too much. And I was not in it to fail.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in it
Nikaenda kuenda.
Yeah. So, from the gigs that I used to do, one of the people who really supported me, Elizabeth Chepurui, I used to work for her in their house. And then one day we just doing this, I think, christening for one of the kids. And then I just asked her, you guys, nilisikia mko na mall Kericho. Nisa pata space huko. And she was, macho zake niliona zimenini, and then she was like, you really want it? I said, yeah.
It was on a light note?
Yeah, it was. And then she told me, it was on a Saturday. She told me on Monday, I'll be there. I'll be there at 8. If you want, you come, we talk. So, Monday, a 7:45, I was here calling her.
Ulitoka wapi? Ulitoka sana Nairobi that particular Sunday morning?
That Monday morning. Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm here calling her. Hey, I'm in Kericho. Where are you? And she was like, oh, niko hapa Java.
Mkapatana tu hapa chini. All right.
So I packed, went. She sent me to the management. They gave me the terms.
Yes.
And then I looked at them. I was like, oh, okay.
Badly off.
Yeah, no,
work
good.
Around this.
And then they were like, okay, ata nini. And then I was like, driving back to Nairobi, I couldn't. I was like, I want that.
I don't know. Why am I going back to Nairobi?
Yeah.
I need to get a place already and stay here.
So, of course, I already had the name.
Yes.
I registered. Aubergine registered. I had everything.
Yes.
But I didn't have the furniture.
Oh.
So I reached there. There was this fundi who used to make furniture for my mom. From back then, and I went to him. Of course, I had a whole list of everything that was required.
Yes.
We had two options. To get everything from China, shipped in from China, ama Dubai, ama to source it locally.
Yes.
And we'd been given some time to fix the thing. I'm forgetting the fit-in period there.
Okay.
And then I really wanted to start doing some business before it ended.
Yes.
So that at least nione
Ukwaje.
Yeah. So I went to this guy in Kikomba, nikamwambia, these are the things I want. Can you deliver? He was like, nita deliver. And then I was like, mafundi nyinyi. But wacha tujaribu. So I'm pressurizing him. Fanya. At that time, of course, I already had a business plan in place. It was just to adapt it to this place.
Yes.
I knew nobody here. Of course, I used to pass through this route.
Apart from Elizabeth.
Yeah, while going to Nairobi. Yeah? And I was like, every time I used to pass here,
unaangalia tu hiyo view, hiyo environment.
This weather.
By the way, Kericho is the best, one of the best places on
earth
to live in.
I was in love with Kericho already.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait to get here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you come, you've looked at the terms, umeangalia ukasema, you know what, I'm taking over this place. Like the first time you came on that particular Monday,
in 3 days,
you knew.
3 days time, I drove back with my wife, Rose, and we went to the office, and we were like, yeah, we want to sign these things. And they're like, okay.
Wow.
And then, of course, I don't know, somehow they didn't believe that we could actually do it. I don't know if we're gonna car young. I don't know what they thought of us.
Okay.
But then we paid the necessary fees, and they were like, oh, okay, you're
no, serious.
Then we went. And then I came back. We tried to fix things. And then we brought in everything, and people were like, oh,
imeanza.
Okay, we're serious. And then a few people really helped us around here. I can't forget, of course, Elizabeth, Madam Elizabeth, and then we had Brenda. Brenda was very instrumental. Yeah,
she's an amazing lady. That one.
She was. She invited everyone on our behalf. We didn't know anybody. Of course,
I think even it's Brenda who introduced me to you guys.
Yeah, and everybody didn't know who we are, so they just came. And we did our thing.
What is happening here?
And then the administration then was very, very cooperative and very welcoming.
The county government.
Yeah.
All right.
We got most of our licenses in 3 days. That was amazing.
Awesome.
Consider what happens in Nairobi.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Yeah. That was okay.
It was very fast. Then you go, you come. The third day you are here, you are like, chukua, endelea.
Shout out to the county government. Hata kama najua serikali imechange, but that's what we are talking about. You know, ease of doing business. You know, startups, they should be facilitated to, you know, do not criminalize enterprise the way the president usually says. Anyway, it's your story, man.
Yeah. So, and then also the late DG. Was
Madam
very
Susan Kikwa. She's amazing. She's an amazing lady.
God
that one.
Rest her soul
in eternal peace.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. And of course, many other people. The late General Koech.
Yes.
Who was a member of the club and who was very impressed.
Oh, back in Nairobi now.
Yeah. Yeah. When in fact the day we opened this place, the whole county government came.
Wow.
Yeah. Even the governor, everyone came.
Wow.
It was.
So how did you make all these connections with the county government already until they are coming to you?
I don't know. It's God's grace.
Okay.
It's God's grace.
Yeah.
It's God's grace.
Because I'm imagining you took over this place by the storm, by the way, because I was here. I had already left also.
I remember when I did this and I was like, Jesus, this is yours, not mine. Use me. Yeah, use me. And he's never disappointed me. Through all the tribulations, Corona came, of course, business rivalry.
Yes.
But we're still here.
Bado mko.
5 years, in a few months' time, we're doing a ton of tenor.
Yeah, ton of fresh. All right.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting how, because businesses come and set up here in Kericho, and after a short while, you know, people feel like it's a slow town. You know, the society around is very conservative. You know, here you are bringing seafood, you are bringing all these exotic cuisines, you know. How did the people receive your meals? Because I think the only place that was doing pizza then, another restaurant in town, I'm not going to mention the name, but they closed down. Yeah, that is the only place that could come to mind. There was no place that you could get pizza in Kericho, you know.
Yeah.
So how did people receive your meals, your product, your service?
I remember on the second day, Dr. Esther, she came and she's also been very supportive.
All right.
She's like my mother around here. One of my few, the people that I can really like go to and depend on her. And she told me, hata usiogope,
Tuko pamoja.
tuko pamoja. And I know my people. Just do your thing, do your best, and the support will come. And relax.
All right.
Give it time.
Yeah. Wow.
So, of course, before that, we came, tried to recruit people, train them. My brother Victor, my little brother, who we worked with. Yeah.
I met him.
Yeah. And he was very instrumental in setting up this place.
Yes.
Trained everybody on the service area as I did the kitchen.
You know,
Of
that's
course-
also, maybe, sorry to cut you short, when you're talking about training everybody, one of the things that I think you also did so well was to get the local people from here, train them and employ them.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. So we did that, trained them, and then we kept, training is an ongoing thing.
Yes.
Every day thing. And then, of course, a few excitements here and there. When we came, we had those little thingy towels where you put the water and it.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
people used to come and just to see that.
Hey, what
Hebu
wanataka
nataka
kunawa
kitu.
sink, lakini all of a sudden you're coming with the hot towels,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mumetujenga hii
Yeah.
Kericho yetu.
And of course, you can't forget to mention Major Rollins. Major was like,
yeah,
this was
that's
his second home.
Yes.
And he
the
made
blogger.
it his business to see us succeed. Yeah. If I was to mention everyone, sitamaliza.
Utamaliza, yani umekuwa tuna support system.
Everybody
yani.
knows the people that
The
have
Kericho
supported.
community,
Wanajijua,
yeah.
they don't know themselves.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
So, so far so good. I have partaken of your meals. Amazing stuff. Kidogo, did you experience challenge, the community? I mean, now the business aspect of it. Unajua venye nimekushow, umekam na seafood, umekam na all these exotic cuisines. Watu wanaangalia, unaangalia menu, you can't even like recognize one single name, And people are looking at the prices. Did you have an issue with, the sale and the pricing?
I think we had an issue with everything.
Okay.
And one thing, and also another thing that we had an issue with is tea,
Okay.
which I came to learn is the iko hapa kwa heart. Everyone.
All right.
Tea was, but people were ready to advise us.
Yes.
Jaribu hivi, do it this way, do it this way. Until at some point people were like, sasa mnapata.
Now you're getting it. Sasa hii chai ina slap kama ile tumezoea.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then everything else, some people were excited
Yes.
that now I can do this here.
All right.
In Kericho.
Yeah.
I can do my salon steak in Kericho.
Okay.
I can do my lobster in Kericho,
Yes.
my oysters, my prawns, of course, and everything else.
Yeah.
I think also during Christmas, as now,
Yes.
we were among the first people, maybe, I don't know, I stand to be corrected, but to do a proper Christmas, say, I think American English, Christmas thing. Yeah, and the reception was
Amazing. All right. Good stuff. So here we are. Before tuambie sasa, maybe going into the future, what Aubergine restaurant has in store. Are you looking at probably establishing a chain of restaurants around the country or around the county? But hata before tuende huko, it's a Christmas season, man. Sasa hii watu tu wako tu mood ya Christmas. In fact, sijui tungekuwa na zile makofia za Father Christmas,
Yeah.
But what do you have in store for the people right now during this particular festive season? What can people look forward to in this
as
particular
usual,
season?
we have an amazing Christmas menu.
All right.
Yeah, both family and individual. In addition to what we normally serve.
Yes.
So everyone is welcome to come in and partake
All right.
and enjoy.
Waambie, this is your camera.
Pre-Christmas,
Talk to them.
pre-Christmas, we've got Christmas carols
Oh,
from I think 5,
okay.
yet to be confirmed, for about 2 hours. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Awesome. That's on 24th.
Yeah, 24th, and then
Jioni.
Jioni tutakuwa na carols, and then tutakuwa na pre-Christmas dinner.
All right.
Of course, you're serving turkey.
Eish.
Yeah,
Eish.
and then Christmas Day, everything from the starters, the bitings, of course the turkey, the beef Wellington.
Mimi
we've got,
zinanipita tu but utanifundisha hizo
a
vitu.
log cake.
All right.
And mentioning log cake, I can't forget to mention Happy Aprit.
Okay.
Yeah, she does amazing cakes.
Ah.
And,
Shout out, shout out.
Yeah, when we came here, I used to do some cakes.
Yes.
And when I tasted her cakes, I was like, it's fine.
You're no longer
I
doing
can't beat this. And she's delivered
Okay.
all through. And we've worked together
All right.
all through those years. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa. Shout out to him, huh?
Happy Aprit.
Okay.
Sagu, yeah.
All right. So, okay. What is your message then to people during this particular festive season, probably as an individual and also on behalf of the Aubergine restaurant during this season?
Yeah, I just want people to be safe. Of course, we've heard of the alerts that are there, but hiyo tu ni kitu kidogo in considering the many good things that are happening.
Yes.
So hiyo tu ni a drop in the thingy.
Yeah.
But people should be careful. We should remind the less fortunate, which is key to what we do here.
Yes.
You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always, when we started, of course, everybody knew what you're doing, but now we've put it under wrap. So we're just doing it, we're working with different sections of the community. And of course, can't forget to mention that we have a street lunch for street kids on the 26th
Okay.
at the
Boxing
Home
Day.
Gardens. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we collaborate with other partners.
All right.
Yeah. And
So
it
I want you
makes
to look at that camera again and invite those people and just talk to them about that particular event.
Yeah,
Nenda na kamera yako.
on that particular event, we're doing, you can bring in anything that you can donate, including food stuff. We have a list. I think we're doing ngano, mafuta, nyama, mchele, pads, sanitary pads, tissues. I don't know if I've mentioned everything, but also if you can't provide anything, just come and be with them, help serve, help, there'll be entertainment there. Just let's be with them and let's enjoy
Let's say to our
Christmas.
camp.
Yeah.
All right.
And let the spirit of Christmas
Prevail.
exactly.
Or reign.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa.
Yeah.
Watu wamesikia. So you guys manze, pull up, let's support and let everyone enjoy this particular Christmas season. So going into the future then, what does the future look like for you as a business? Are you going to establish like chains of restaurants? What's up?
I'll keep that here at the moment.
Okay.
But in line with that, I went back to school, courtesy of the government of Kenya,
Okay.
studying some business courses in Luxembourg online. It's an online thing, so I'm trying to balance that with this. The European Business University.
Okay.
Yeah, and then hiyo ingine tutaona tu.
Vile kutana.
Itakuja.
Okay.
Itakuja.
Sawa sawa.
Yeah.
All right.
Itakuja, yeah.
So we wish you all the best in all the plans that you have. Keep, serving this community. Keep, feeding these people and giving them all these wide experiences. And we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And also thank you for granting us this opportunity at K-Pop TV. We are a fairly new channel that Mungu anatusaidia tuna grow pole pole.
Yeah, keep the fire burning.
Asante.
Keep
man.
it burning.
we really,
Yeah.
we're really grateful. So
Yeah.
thank you for granting us this particular opportunity to just have this particular talk. And we are hoping that tutapatana huko kwa kilele huko juu.
Yeah.
See you at the top. You will see us also at the top.
Sawa sawa.
How sio?
Sawa sawa.
Otherwise, thank you very much. But maybe just a parting shot,
Yeah.
for the business community around Kericho, for your customers, and even for your fellow, for your employees. Maybe a parting shot. Look straight into this camera
Yeah.
and tell them something.
We are because you are. I thank everyone for the support, the overwhelming support that we've had throughout these 4.5 years. And as we continue with the festive season, I wish everyone good health, good tidings, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Keep doing what you do. Be caring, be kind, support one another, and of course, pray to God and everything will be okay.
Everything will be okay. All right. Thank you so much on that note. Everything will be okay. It is a wrap for me. Nashukuru sana. Thank you guys for joining. Remember to follow us. Remember to like us, like our page. Remember even to click that, notification button up on YouTube. And, support us, work with us. And we definitely promise to give you amazing, amazing content that will inform you, educate you, and entertain you. Because at K-pop TV, we always say, all you need to know. Hapa ukiingia K-pop, yani unapata everything that you need to know concerning what is happening around you, right? So from me, Zion San, I would like to say thank you very much. Thank you for your support, guys. Keep it here, and God bless you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2023. We are out. Peace.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Asante, man. All right, so before I let Ben go, I have quick fire questions. Ready, Ben?
Yes,
Uko salama?
Kabisa.
Uko ready?
Kabisa.
So, wewe unapendanga ku-workout?
Ndio.
I know that because I have seen you. So, ukiwa gym, cardio ama weights?
Weights.
Anytime?
Anytime.
Okay.
Any day.
All right.
Yeah.
So, still pale kwa, working out and sports, which is your favorite EPL team?
Tuko hapo juu ya meza.
Kwenda.
Arsenali.
Arsenal. Yaani umefika Christmas kama bado mko juu ya meza. Anyway, it's all right. So, which is your favorite meal to cook and which is your favorite meal to eat?
Favorite meal to cook, seafood.
Okay.
Favorite meal to eat, mrenda na ugali.
Okay. Mrenda na ugali. Interesting. So, football, basketball, ama rugby?
Football and basketball.
Okay. In that order?
Yeah.
All right. So, one last one. Boxers ama briefs?
Boxers.
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, bye. See you.
See you.
Taonana. Bye. Which camera? Ile ni yangu. Yeah, you can wave. Bye.
Cheers.
Okay. Sawa.